Welcome to Andertons TV. My name is Jack, and I've got a lovely chap sat beside me, and his name is
Rob Wallace.
Hey, Rob. Thanks, man. Rob's come in. It's Easter holiday, and he's been very nice and brought me a gift, as if like my Easter egg present. This is the Nord Electro 6D. Can we buy one at this point in time? Are they in the country?
Yes.
Sick.
They're just about to hit the street now. This is the first one off the first shipment in the UK. So if we've got this one, that means you guys should be getting yours imminently.
Nice. So I don't waffle on, we'll do some playing at the end and cut that in of different features. Well, hopefully we can stop off at all the new features. Give me a spiel on what you think about the Nord Electro 6D and what's new about it and what's turning you on.
Well, I mean, firstly, obviously they've taken a few features from the new Stage 3 and put them in here. The first major thing, this has got seamless transition as well, so you can change your programs without the sound cutting out.
Right.
And there's your program button, that's it. Doesn't cut out. Next major thing, people are familiar with the Electro having 3 sound engines, so you've got your organ, your piano, and your sample synth section. So now this is truly 3-part multi-timbral. On the Electro 5, you can only have combinations of the 2.
Yeah.
But now you can have all 3 at the same time, if you want to.
Yeah.
So a bit like the Stage 3.
Hurts my heart and my wallet every time.
So that's the other big major thing now. So just like on the stage, you've got your on-off buttons per section. So
Yeah.
you can layer or split. You still only got 1 split point, so you've got 2 zones, but you can still have your 3 sounds over.
Russian roulette, I've got to play that sound.
And just like on the stage as well, you can either shift and press the button to choose what zone you want it to be in, or the old double tap toggles. Just like on the stage.
Yes! That's so fab. Carry on, blow my mind.
Okay, so while we've got a split on, this would be a good opportunity to show you the other new feature in here, just like on the Stage 3. With that, you know, we were showing the making the width of your splits wider.
Yeah, very important. Yeah,
very important.
Really, and a really posh feature.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah. So let's do it.
So it works in exactly the same way. So here's your split button, which turns split on and off.
Yeah.
But also you hold the button down, and then you can change the position of it, move your split points wherever you want, and then when you select width instead. Now off, it's, that's not a very good example, we should get 2 different sounds.
Let's do it, good man.
Okay, let's turn him off.
Lovely.
And let's have him on. 2 different sounds. Traditional way split works. Okay, hold
nice
split button
sinister
down.
harmony implied there as well.
Everyone likes sinister.
I do, yeah, sinister licks.
Switch it to small, and this LED goes orange, honest. And now if you play, and if you go further down, this is extending the width. Half an octave either side of the split point.
Wicked.
So when you play from here, it crossfades from one sound to the other.
Great.
Just like on the Stage 3.
And if you think, sorry, just for 1 second, if you think Rob's really good at explaining this, which I do, and he's so quick at it and so succinct, that I must point you towards, you've got a series of videos that are all under 60 seconds. What are they called?
Yeah, speedy tutorials. Oh, yeah.
Speedy tutorial, and it's on the Sound Technology.
Yeah, websites on YouTube as well.
I implore you, like I've been playing these things for years. I'm only, as you can see, don't really know what I'm doing still. But, love it, you've got to check out the videos, so quick. And if there's something that, you've covered quite a lot of topics already, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah, there's 52 of them, 1 for each week of the year. So just look up the product that you've got, and there'll be a list of speedy tutorials on it, and it just means you haven't got to like delve into big tutorials which go for 20 minutes and find the bit you want. You just find the tutorial on the function, click on it, and show you how to do it in 60 seconds.
And I felt like a muggins because I didn't know before. I think you'd mentioned it, and it popped up on my YouTube feed the other day, and I was like, this is so useful. Anyway, let's get back to it. Thank you, mate.
Yes.
So we got that.
For the plug.
Well, no, I mean it, man.
Yeah. So that is.
Let's hear immediately. Yeah, let's
go large. Ooh. So we're on large now, so you get a red LED.
It's just great. I love it. For me, that's really applicable if you had like a horn patch and an organ patch in a function band or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's always so precarious. That's what I've said before. Like, it was all or nothing, and everyone would like look in the eyes.
And also, it sort of helps as well because people have this thing about Nords having fixed split points and say, well, I want to split the keyboard wherever I want.
Yeah.
The idea of having the LEDs is so that when you go to a different program, you know where the split is before you even play a note, which on other keyboards you don't. You're finding, oh, there's a split point. with a Nord, you can always see where the split point is, but by adjusting the split widths, it means you haven't got that's one sound, that's another sound anymore. So you can compensate for that. So you've got the best of both worlds. He's
speaking the truth, this man. He's speaking the truth. Right. We've got the splits from the stage 3 in there. What's next?
Okay, so you've got because you've got their OLED display, you've got their organise functions the same as on the, same on the Electro, same on the stage. So any of the dials that have got things written underneath them like list, as soon as you hold shift down and twiddle them, now you can view everything as lists, which you could do on the Electros before. But they've introduced this this new feature now where you can, if I go to organise, which is this guy here. Organise. So this is the same as what you had on the Electro, where you can move your programs around in set list order and that sort of thing. Good. But what they've introduced this extra feature now called Page. So sometimes, like when you're grouping your sounds together, basically Page is essentially what you see on that screen. So you can still do the whole copy and paste and moving things around, but you're doing a group of sounds all in one go, rather than having to do individual ones.
Love it.
So, and it works.
And if I see, I'm not being, that's a genuine thing. For years, the only way I could do that was by plugging in my computer and using the sound manager. So it's a wicked bit of software, but sometimes it's a pain. Or I'd have to do elaborate saving.
Yeah. It's great if you're prepping your keyboard at home, but sometimes you get to a gig and something changes and you've got to rearrange your songs on the fly. Having this screen, this ability to quickly move things around is great. And if it's a whole group of things, it might be like 4 sounds that you use in a particular song, and you think, damn, I've got to. We're doing that as the last song now. Rats. Yeah. But it's not a problem because you go to Page, find the first one of the group of those sounds, and then you select it, and it's almost like putting it in. On
the clipboard.
On the clipboard, exactly, that's the word I'm looking for. And then once you've done that, you go and twiddle the dial to go where you want it to be. And then you've got the options there. Let's find somewhere empty. Come on, empty. There you go. Empty, that will do. And then you've got your different options of what you want to do with it. Whether you want to insert it there, swap it over with the sound that's already there.
This is a whole new world of functionality.
Or paste it in
on a Nord.
Yeah, that's right. So you just press insert, and it's popped it in there.
Fabulous. That's great.
So that's a sort of new feature that they've introduced. And what they've done now, they've rearranged the banks a lot more. So you've actually got banks going all the way to Z now.
It used to stop at, midway through the alphabet.
So let's.
I know it. I promise.
So now, so we go all up to Z. So you've got 4 sounds. So you can almost like treat these as your songs now. So each letter could be the 4 elements of your song, and that's why that page thing's useful as well, because you might have the 4 elements of your song in M, and suddenly you need to put it to the end of the gig.
Is this on the stage? Does it go to Z?
It doesn't on the stage, no. The stage goes up to H. So there's room for more. Man, there's room for more.
I'm so glad I got you in the video. The knowledge just runs deep.
I could be totally making it up.
No.
Everyone has to go and check their stage 3 at home just to make sure
I don't know, man. I think that's... Because I have the 5D personally, and it's just blowing my mind a bit. Because at NAMM, I went out there, and the lovely Matt, who does your keyboard.
Yeah.
He did a lovely demo and spoke about some things, but seeing it in the flesh, it's quite a jump on.
Yeah, well, he was probably messing around with the prototype as well, so it probably didn't have all the features they wanted to implement, So.
And there were just loads of weirdos shouting around. It was very distressing, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. Okay.
So, so another useful feature on here, you've got the program Initialize function now. So this is just a quick shortcut way, is if you're going to start making a sound out of program out for a song, and you just...
Start fresh. That's what I want to do every time. Yeah. Every synth I want to find.
So it doesn't matter what you've got on or anything like that.
So if I go like this...
Shift, that's it. And then press the button for what you want.
And you can choose which section.
Yeah.
I love that.
So if you just press one of those sections...
The reason why I love that, if you say you've got a preset and someone says, hey, I love all your organ sound, your synth sound, but your piano sounds whack, and you've got layers of effects on there, it takes a while to kind of select which section. Anyway, that would make sense if you got...
If you just press one of them, it will turn everything off.
Yeah, well, I'm going to
You don't need to have the shift button down now either. Just... sorry, press that again. That's it. So you turn everything off at the organ section.
Boomtings. Wicked. And then I can put some rotary on it. Great. And then program initial, organ,
Yeah, what it's doing, it's not resetting it, it's just switching everything off except
all the... Right, I get it.
Sections.
Nice. I'm glad I did that. Now I actually understand it.
Ah.
Nice.
Okay.
Other bits.
Other bits, okay. Well,
should we go left to right? Should we look?
Well, I was going to say, let's do the organ anyway, because there's some stuff in the organ section I think you'll like.
Oh, lovely. Let's.
Yeah, so one of the things they've introduced in here now, because sometimes you want to do your dual manual.
Yes.
And you've only got one single keyboard.
Yeah, I've done it a few times with an external keyboard on the Electro. You know, you could split the...
Okay, well let's do that one first then, because what they've got now, dedicated button under here for the low manual. So if you hold shift and press that...
So smart. If I had another keyboard here, it would put... Yeah. It would split them up.
Yeah, it splits them up. And the way that you know which one's being controlled, can you see the on-off button is green?
Yeah.
If I switch it onto the low, it goes red. So anything that's red, that means your other keyboard's controlling that. Mm-hmm. And anything that's green...
Lovely.
The Nord is controlling. So in this instance, so the Nord keyboard will be playing the piano.
Yeah.
And the external sound will be controlling...
Nice.
Your organ.
Love that. And you were saying internally as well, it's got another...
Yeah, so so that's a new feature. So literally, press of a button now, your dual manual is
set up. Which is a great way to for cost saving. I saw it as when I was younger as well. Like I didn't want to buy any old MIDI controller. Yeah. You can plumb in and you spread out, like you've like double the Nord goodness for
that's
just
right,
the cost of a MIDI controller.
You think, yeah, I've got this great sound here and I've got that great sound and I want to play them both. Yeah. Well, people don't realise you can do that on the Electro. They think you can only do it on the stage.
On the stage, yeah.
But the Electro, you can do that as well.
Lovely.
So that's really useful. And like I say, with these on-off buttons, you can instantly see. So if I switched him on as well and switched him to low, basically anything you assign to the low when this button's pressed will be controlled by the external keyboard. Wow. And anything...
And a lot more real estate for splitting. And, you know, if you're thinking I'm running out of space because of this multi-timbrality, to be able to spread it out over more keys. Yeah. You could do, like, a lot more complex gigs, I think.
Yeah. So, so that's one new feature. The other thing they've got in here, which is really great, they've got this feature called manual organ now.
Right.
You can never talk about organs without doing
I know. Can you? It's like, thank goodness Pete isn't here. He's not spurring us on.
Pete,
no, he's not.
So the idea of the manual organ is, in certain situations, you might be playing a gig, and you keep coming back to your organ.
As most do.
And you've got all the drawbars in a certain position because that's how you like it.
Yeah.
So if you go back to manual organ, it automatically jumps to the position that the drawbars and everything are at. So if you're going through different programs...
Yeah, let's just go back to...
So...
Sorry, I'm
no, it's all right.
So crude. He's just showing me all these beautiful ways to navigate, and I'm like...
If you hold the shift button down and press the page button, you jump through your banks really quickly. So if we go to Q...
You can literally reroute the submatrix. You can. Oh, I loved it.
If you find something like there's an organ sound, like an organ program, or anything, obviously it will jump. Let's find an organ.
Yeah. Love that. Because you can see it at a glance, with this the way it's split up on the screen. Anyway.
That's right. So if you find a program that's got an organ already, then of course it will play how it's set, and you can see how it's set. But if I go to switch manual organ on,
nice.
It jumps to what the
drawbars
are set.
Without having to do any catching or anything like that. Yeah.
So I mean, so for example, here, if I go back to this sound again, this big easy sound.
Great. I love that. There's so many times I could have, but there's so many times I could have done with that.
Yeah. So here, this is the sound of the program.
Yeah.
But if I go to manual organ, it's exactly how the organ is set. Clever thing is as well, you can save a program with manual organ active and have it in your set. So it means whenever you're going to manual organ, it will just jump back to the position of the drawbars.
So many times I've been playing a rhythm part, and then I have another idea for a sound or I want to go off-piste. Yeah. That would have helped me tons.
Yeah. So it just means wherever you are in a song, if you want, you've got these in a certain position.
Yeah, you see it, you're like, I dig that.
And you want to go back to that.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah, that's wicked.
So that's a great new feature, this manual organ. It's almost like having a second organ, because you've obviously got all the stuff in the programs, but you've also got manual organ, which would be a completely different setting, depending on how you set it in the first place.
That's really great. Any other new bits in the organ?
Any new bits in the organ? They've added a new pipe organ. Everyone likes another pipe organ.
Yeah,
so it had one pipe organ in the...
Oh, God, I can't even play nothing on the pipe organ.
Yeah, you won't hear anything at the moment.
Oh. Is that the pipe, is it? Oh, I've got a bit of
yeah, you've got your rotary on.
I've got a rotary on. I've just gone for avant-garde pipe. There we go. Put it in a hall. And whilst I'm there, what's this bad boy down here? Bit of bright.
Bit of bright, that's a new feature, yeah. Just, again, that's taken from the Stage 3.
Ooh, maybe we can listen to that, because I really can't play anything that would do that justice. Okay, so we've got a whole reverb on there in the bright mode. If I shift this, there we go. Let's whack it up, see how much reverb we got. And then in bright mode, most definitely brighter.
It is brighter.
That's what I wanted.
Everyone likes a bright hall, someone's open the window.
Sometimes, sorry to do that and state the obvious, but you know, if it wasn't, it would be rubbish. But
sometimes some of these things are a bit more subtle, but it's those some subtle things that make a difference to your sound.
I love that with your preset EQs on the stage.
Yeah.
You know, that little bump. So is that in here? Or?
It certainly is. New feature. Well spotted.
Nice.
They
well,
put
I wanted
that in
it
as
to
well.
be. Because on the stage you showed me just little like mid lifts. Should we
right.
hear that?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's do it. So if I'm in here,
don't forget you could use your program Initialize. Hit the piano button. Oh. There you go.
My man. Thank you, mate. Cool. So we got that's it. So let's put on the features that you've got here in the piano. So then you could whack this on.
Yeah, that rolls off the top end, gives you a more mellow sound.
Cool. Let's put a little smidge of a reverb on there. Let's have it normal. And then the mid.
Boosts the mid frequencies, rolls off top and bottom. And then bright boosts the high frequencies. Just like on the Stage 3. Really useful, so you can, if you're not sitting in the mix right.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you might be too bright in the mix and you need to just tone it down a little bit.
And it frees up your EQ for another section.
Exactly.
I love that. You know,
exactly.
That's all the things.
Because sometimes that's all you need. You just need to go, I'm a bit bright, pop, hit the button. And you've only got...
And the sound guy's going to trash your sound anyway by sweeping. Yeah. The amount of gigs I do and I hear him go, I'm like, what are you doing, mate? Just like... Anyway, I'm not bitter. Oh, yeah. Right, and let's have a look at this. So you've got string resonance, which we might as well show whilst we're here. And that comes up. How would I demo that? But
okay, well, again,
maybe
it's
if I
one
hold
of those...
down sympathetic keys.
Absolutely, yeah. If you hold one down gently...
So we're saying we're in C. If I like have these, and then
thump one,
you hear the overtone.
That's it.
Okay. Salad fingers. Now you're thinking, why would we make music? But I think that all comes together. I often leave that on when I'm playing ballads and things, it meshes all together, especially with pedal down stuff.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, if you're recording stuff, that is what makes it sound like you've mic'd up an acoustic piano.
Instead
because all those
samples,
clunks and clinks and stuff that people normally try and get rid of, and then it sounds like a totally sanitised piano, you put in and makes it sound more real.
Yeah, I dig that a lot. And the soft release would be the same. It's just a bit long. When I take my finger off, it's a hard one. It's more felt when I.
It is. And if you're playing much more legato, it's quite useful as well because you might not necessarily be using the pedal.
Yeah.
It just means you've got that very slight extra tail on the notes. It's almost like filling in the gaps a little bit when you're playing. Just makes your playing a bit more fluid. It's a bit like something subtle like the keyboard touch functionality that was in the 5 as well. Again, it's just so you can get the key bed to respond to the way that you play.
And to help me out, I've used that before when, instead of a compressor, because the compressor was altering the sound as well, whereas I wanted to just make me sound more disciplined.
Yeah.
And that, like, even me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig that.
That's why I use a compressor.
Exactly, do you know what I mean? That's I just want the compressor just to. I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered. Yeah, I can't be bothered to put the time in to get even. Same, you know.
You're saving the sound guy time, so don't worry about it. I'll thump it out. You just set a level, and I'll be right.
Exactly, I'm good. I've taken out all my dynamics. It's fine.
Yeah.
The kids will love it. We got that. Does it do? Still, if you want kind of the pedal noise and stuff, you've got to go up to the stage 3, right? You do. With the triple pedal.
Yeah, because this isn't compatible with the triple pedal, and also it hasn't got the functionality to turn that on. On the stage and on the piano, you've got a button where you can turn the pedal noise on and off per program if you want to. Lovely.
So we got loads of stuff there. Lots of organisational changes in there. Yep. Any modelling changes of amplifiers or updates of the sound engines?
Not so much with the sound engines, no. What they have done, you still got, I think you've got 2 gig of memory for the piano. Yeah. I'll need to check that.
So don't worry.
And that's the synth memory has been upgraded to 512 meg.
Right.
Up from 256.
Now we're over the sample synth section. I recently was away and someone hired in a wrong keyboard. It was for me anyway, because I've got a stage 2. It was a stage 3. Such an interesting story. Anyway, it had a new sample format in the stage 3. Is this using the new sample format?
It is.
Right, cool. And don't worry, because my tech managed to find out there's a converter out now, right?
That was a stopgap. But the new version of Sound Manager has got that incorporated in it.
Nice.
So if you making your own samples up or bringing anything in from any of the other libraries, if you're downloading it onto the Stage 3 or the Electro 6, it will automatically convert it into the 3 format for you.
Heavy.
That converter app's still there as well. That's nice and easy to drag and drop if you want to, but the new version of Sound Manager will do it automatically for you.
And what is that, because you might know, what's the benefit of this new format? Is there?
I think the benefit is.
Are they looking forward to the
future?
That's
exactly what it is. You know, I think they reached the limitations of the format they were in at the moment, and they've got ideas for where they want to go with this in the future. But in order to do that, at some point they had to draw the line and move up to the next level, as it were. And with the Stage 3, that was the first time they did it.
And now with this, it's kind of you're seeing it spread out.
Anything from now on will be in the version 3 Nord sample format. But all their libraries are still backwards compatible, and like I say, with that conversion function in the, and it's automatic. You don't have to do anything. You just drag and drop an old version onto one of these. It will convert it into the new format for you. So everything that's in the Nord libraries, which are all free by the way, you can expand and add.
And if you the samples that you made in the past, you can bring in. Yeah, I love that because it works really well. Anyway, so whilst we're in here, is there any different functionality from memory, from my 5, it's different.
It's the same.
Is it the same?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Memory's failing me, that's great. Right, EQ, same. But we said we've got 3 sections of everything, which is cool.
Yeah. You know, the only thing they changed in the effects section is what you've touched on already, is having the bright feature.
Nice, I dig it. What about, this is really dorky, I'm sorry for asking it, but on the USB, is it, for ages, it was always like USB 1 or something, have they tightened it up a little bit?
For ages, it's been USB 2, and it still is USB 2.
Still is USB 2. One thing I'd love to do, if you get with the Swedish dudes, I'd love for them to speed up that process just a little bit with the computer. That's what, just for the big libraries to get in takes a while still.
Yeah.
But once you've chosen but you don't have to be as picky as I have done, because you've got more memory now.
Yep.
I think that's what's cool. Like before, I'd have to chop and change, but now you've got gigabytes.
And the other thing as well, when you're prepping a keyboard, you'll never, unless you're really mad, doing it 5 minutes before you're about to go on stage. Yeah. You're going to be doing it in the studio or at home.
Whoops.
Who would do that?
Because I fell asleep or I ran after a girl.
I'll do it in the morning when I get up. It'd be easy. And then you're buggered.
Wicked, mate. Well, that's great. Thanks for coming to.
There's one more major feature.
Oh, what?
This is the most exciting, brilliant one of them all.
You haven't saved it.
I've kept the best till last. Yeah.
Come on, what is it?
Yeah. Okay. See these black blocks on the back for putting a music stand on. Now you can. Now all the models can have the music stand on. Right. I'm not lying. That's the deal breaker. I left my music stand. Honestly, I left it about 2 weeks ago in my mate's car. And it's ruined my life.
because I realised that on my stage I always had that kind of like this, a modesty screen.
Right.
And it's a really great music rest.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry to be enthusiastic about this.
It's sad, but it's true because it's wide. You can have all your sheets on it. It's not like for A4, open. It's like
solid
a proper wide
metal,
one.
and it's deep enough for most snacks, even a drink. You can have. Like, I use it as a drink rest all the time, and people, you can like blag that you haven't got music. Yeah, I know this.
Yeah.
Oh, wicked, man. I love it.
So, yeah.
Sweet. Well, I might have a play on it and just some different sounds just to break it up. But thank you for being so succinct.
No worry.
And that succinctness, again, is on your channel. Yeah.
Cool.
Sound Technology. Thank you very much, mate.
You're welcome.
Peace.
Cheers.
Okay, we're going to pretend in YouTube land that I didn't cut Rob off short because I missed a few bits, but I think I don't know whether this will come in the video, but they're very handy. Couple bits that you just said, but I'd love to see them in action. What were they?
Okay, so one of the other things I've taken from the Stage 3 is this new category called layered pianos. Yeah. Where it's a sample of two pianos already layered together. So normally when you want to stack an acoustic piano and digital piano together or electric piano together, on the stage you'd have to use them on separate panels.
You're burning up some multi-ton
Exactly, so Nord introduced a layered function and they've put that in here as well, and this is especially useful because the Electro's only got one piano section anyway, so now you can get that dual piano sound from one.
You get a lead up here, I love that.
So just like on the other knobs, you've got list written underneath, so if you quickly want to find a type of piano you're after, hold shift down and twiddle your list button. Yeah. And then you've got category there, and if you highlight it and hold it down, now you can quickly jump through. And you can see all the different categories. Yeah, find the category you want. So so we've got the layer, and then I can press the shift button to exit, and now. Nice. And there's about 4 of them in there. Oh, cool, yeah, let's have a listen to those. Yeah. And then that will change it, that's it. So you've got your digital piano and your electric piano layered. So you get that dual piano sound. Yeah, I love that. That's really useful. Another useful feature I've done as well. So these buttons here, normally they're going through, so you would choose your different bank. That's a different funny sound from that button there. There's a funny sound, yeah. I might have to put some oil on that. So these are going through your different banks. Yeah. And these numbers will go through the 4 sounds within each bank. Yeah. But one of the few times you do go into a menu on the Nord, if we go into system menu, and change this to number pad instead, when I exit. Now, if you know where a certain program is, then these So if I want 23, type in 23, and you're there. Soft lighting. There you go. Very simple. So if you want to play sound lottery, then just type in a number. But sometimes if you know where certain sounds are... Let's have a number from the loose-bottomed Joss.
That wasn't a blow-off. 15.
15. What do you think it's going to be?
I don't know any names of any
Also, you're an absolute because I can't... Yeah, it's got to be a combination of 1s and 4s. Oh, okay. It'll have a 1, 2, 3 or 4 in it. There is no 5.
14!
Yay!
There you go. There's a nice bit of ping pong there.
Love it. Yeah. Instant jazz at the press of 14.
Well, that's great as well. That's a good choice because people think this just does organ and piano, and there's quite clearly it's a synthesizer as well.
Yeah, super synth. Nice, thanks, loose bottom jazz. Cool, we'll edit that in and we're going to go to Subway. Nice.
Cool. Cheers.
Hit me, Just.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the Andertons YouTube keyboard channel. If you play guitar or bass, or you're a drummer, or you're into music technology, you might find one of our other YouTube channels interesting, and I'll put links to those in the description below. So if you'd like more information on the products we featured in this video, please click up here. If you'd like to watch another video from the Andertons keyboard channel, please click here. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt like the one I'm wearing, please click down here. And if you'd like to subscribe to our keyboard channel, please click down here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.